Hey guys, Rob out here at ImAlwaysInHotWater.com, and if you can just bear with me while I get set up and organized here. I got the GoPro running on top of my head for an HD version, and as well as the camera in my hand for a regular version, because I can put this one up quick with my mobile hotspot, and the other one I won't be able to get up till later on. So hopefully all comes out well and my voice holds up. I apologize for the delay on this vessel. As you guys can see from my Facebook page, I literally can't keep up. So I'm going to try and get to the point on this particular boat. It's got a real nice story, and also you guys will get an insight to what my daily schedule is like as I walk through the boat. What we have here is we have a 2007 Scout 222 Sportfish, and it is on a very nice trailer with torsion axle with both axle brakes. So no issues on the trailer. The trailer will be South Carolina DMV bill of sale. There is no MSO or title on it. So if you're in South Carolina, no big deal. If you're in Georgia, you just go down to the sheriff's department. They'll give you a homemade tag. Everywhere else will be as it is, but it's standard operation that we do all the time. Also, another quick note on this Scout. We actually just purchased this boat about 10 days ago. Okay, and I'm going to walk through the boat and talk so you guys have the full story on the boat. So you can guys see, hopefully, the GoPro's catching. I'm going to tilt it down just a little bit as I walk through this way. This 2007 Scout with 100 and actually now 201 hours. We put 11 hours on the boat in a week. Was up in Columbia, listed at $39,000. Okay, and we went up, took a look at it. I sold the seller's boat about a month ago, a 2012 Bahia, at which point then we were on the search for another boat. And we came across this, and we was looking for a family-friendly and fishing vessel versus, you know, the bay boat. So basically we went up to Columbia, negotiated the sale on this boat, and brought it down here. As it turns out, the seller of this boat and a friend were waiting on a 2006 regulator that was in limbo as we were waiting for my client to sell that boat. And basically he bought a Cape Horn, which gave the regulator available. So we bought this boat 10 days ago, and a few days ago this seller and his friend put a deposit on the regulator, so the Scout's got to go. So we weren't planning on the regulator popping up, but just so you guys know, I have a merry go-round of boats that have been happening in the last week. Basically, you know, between 5 clients and about 8 boats. So that is really it as far as this goes. Now, I'm going to start walking up in the boat, and I'm going to give you a few more facts on this. Number one, the boat was listed at $39,000. I know what I have already put up on my Facebook page with an asking price of $35,000. I will be perfectly clear with all of you right now, and I'm not trying to be rude or obnoxious. Buy price on this boat is $34,000 firm. Okay, $34,000. Those are auto trim tabs, by the way. Not up for negotiation. Don't email me. Do not, you know, text me and offer me, you know, $33,500 or, you know, all of, you know, the like and the crazy. All right, you guys should have a good look at it right there. It's $34,000 buys this boat. That is exactly what we paid for the boat 10 days ago. We negotiated it. Basically, the boat was listed at $39,000, and we went up to Columbia and did all the negotiating for you. Now, understandably, that the boat is a little bit over market value, and I'm not talking NADA or Kelly Blue Book. I use true marine appraisal guides, not the appraisal guides that you look at that, you know, the manufacturers actually put those numbers in there. I go off an ABOS and marine appraisal guides that surveyors use. But in this particular situation, you are a 201-hour motor. All services are up to date, and in fact, I just want to give you a little tidbit. We've had our mechanic go completely through the boat. The boat is perfectly fine. We had the starter stick a couple of times on the weekend. We thought it was the batteries. It's actually an ignition relay That part is arriving this morning, and Raw Marine is replacing it this afternoon. The seller is selling the boat exactly for what he paid for it. Any other costs that he's incurred above that are on him, and he understands that, which include the fact that, and this is also something to take into mind so we don't have to have this conversation, is that we just sent up the paperwork to DNR last week for title turnaround. So it's going to be probably another 2 weeks before titles turn around in his name. But keep in mind, that's the same as if we had a lien on the boat. You know, generally when I issue a bill of sale to buyers in a temporary situation, that it's the same turnaround. So just keep that in mind. Now, also, $34,000. Generally, we're looking for cash buyers. Okay. Also, the seller is not pressed to sell. He'll put the boat at his dock and he'll continue to use it with the regulator. All right. We're not going to give the boat away. He's not going to lose money, nor should he, on this particular boat. Now, what you got here is the seller before redid all the wiring on the boat and redid all of the upholstery. Okay. That was done last year. The seller was a single owner up in Colombia, believe it or not, an old guy that just bought a boat and tooled around it for tea and crumpets, had it on a boat lift, and basically, you know, as things deteriorated over the years, although the exterior hull finish and the interior did not, because there was actually also a boat cover that comes with this boat that's only 1 year old. Now, the only discrepancies you guys can see were popped down. You can see the upholstery is in great shape. Something I didn't notice before, but as we come around, you do have that, hopefully you can see this on the HD right here, and I saw, oh, this little crack right there. Hopefully you guys can see that. That's it. The cowling, which is annoying, has some rub outs on it, front and back from the actual boat cover that was sitting on it. So basically the seller up in Colombia had the boat on a boat lift and then finally moved it to a trailer. As you can see, everything's clean and neat. This is a high demand item. Upholstery, plenty of storage, and now I'm going to get to the point and get through the boat. Now that I bored you guys, keep in mind, if you're financing, going to try and finance this vessel, the bank is only going to give you 80% of what they perceive the value out. They're not going to take into account cushions and wiring and all of that stuff. So if you plan on financing, a minimum $2,000 deposit is going to be required to hold this boat. I've had too many boats this year get tied up with people financing. So keep that in mind. I am more than happy to hold the boat for 72 hours with a deposit if you're financing. Actually, I just noticed a little crack right here. See that? Okay, so we got that on the upholstery, and also, let's just take a look here. See that, that was a screen that was here that actually pops out. That's an easy replacement. All right, that's not, don't freak out. That's, you know, perfectly fine. You see the boat's clean. Let's pop up. And I don't mean to sound really hard in this video, but I got so many boats going in and out. If I can cover half of our conversation in the video, 201 hours. That's 11 hours in a week. So, fun at the sandbar this weekend. Just give you guys a quick look through. I got two cameras going, so I'm really trying to give you guys the look from both. Lenco trim tabs, and I think they were auto retract. Let me turn on. Yeah, turn off if you heard that. Auto retract. The only thing that's a little bit annoying that we didn't get to yet, honestly, is up in here. There is no porta potty in here. This is generally just a storage area. Just this carpet in here needs to be rinsed out. I would probably just hit that with a power washer, if you guys can see that. That's it. That's really my only complaint. You got a couple little ticky-tack things on the rear cushion, and you have a boat cover, you have a trailer, and pretty much that's it. Let's just take a quick peek up here. I guess this box was put in for the ICOM. But overall, I don't know if you'll be able to see it in this video here. But in the HD, you guys can see the boat is a beautiful boat. She runs great, 201 hours. All services up to date. Ignition relay will be replaced today. The cost to the seller at registering and titling the boat, obviously he's going to lose. And also the cost for service that went through the boat that we paid for. Because the fact of the matter is, we only had the boat for basically a week before we knew we were going to list it. And the one thing that my sellers do not do is want to get, you know, somebody into a situation where you're going to end up with their problems. So we wanted to make sure everything was right. Once again, 2007 Scout. Hopefully this has been about as honest as video as I can get. Auto trim tabs, comes with a boat cover. We're just waiting on titles back from DNR. If I would have known, I would have actually drove up there. Actually, I'm heading up next week, and I would have just did it in person and had them that day. Actually, the Charleston DNR is great. You can actually have them within 5 minutes. But other than that, I'll issue a temporary bill of sale. Sell price is $34,000. It's not up for negotiation. It is what it is. These are tough boats to find. We're not playing that card. That's just exactly what he paid for the boat. And considering he's had the boat checked through, sea trials available if you need it, if the boat's under contract, and a deposit is required to hold the boat. So if anybody's interested, I do have a waiting list on this boat as well. And I'm more than happy to help you with your finance companies if you're going to finance some of the boat as well. A purchase order will have to be issued with the signature numbers as far as hull ID, you know, motor serial number, and I think I had a readable VIN. Yeah, that's right, I do have that on file. So we'll issue South Carolina DNR bill of sale for the boat and motor, and South Carolina DMV bill of sale for the trailer. Anyway, Rob out here at ImAlwaysInHotWater.com. Sounding a little cranky this morning. I apologize, but I just wanted to get to the point. And hopefully this helps you guys out. And you have the number on the site, my emails. And I'll try and get this information up as soon as possible. You guys have a great and safe boating day.